Alright, so these are the things that I said maybe to while I was doing my decluttering series. So I'm just going to kind of go through all of them right now and make my final decisions. So I think I'm going to start with these blushes down here. So this is in the shade Stubborn. It's like a really dark kind of purple shade. Gonna swatch it. Oh my god, why can I not make a decision still? So this is shade Honey Jasmine. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one in Honey Jasmine. And then we have this one in Life's a Picnic. That is just a really bright pink. I'm going to get rid of this one. And it's funny that the one I'm having the most trouble with is the shade Stubborn. I think I'm gonna keep this one. Final decision, I'm keeping it. Okay. Then we have this ABH Moonchild Glow Kit. So it would be nice to kind of have like some of these colorful highlighter shades for just some fun looks. And I did actually give away most of my colorful highlighters. Like I had a green one that I got rid of, and I think some like pinky ones that I got rid of. So I think I'm actually going to keep this palette. Then we have the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. So yeah, I literally just opened this up and like my like spirit just kind of deflated because I was so kind of disappointed. I'm like looking at it right now and it's basically just like a brown palette with like 4 or 5 pops of like colors. So, like this pop of purple, this green, and these 3 kind of pinky peachy shades. And so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one because I really don't use it. And if I'm not using it now, I'm not going to use it ever. Then let's do this ABH one. This is kind of my first, or this I think my second actually high-end palette. And I really do love Pink Champagne and this Hot and Cold color. I think I have this shade Hot Chocolate as a single already. I think I should just get Pink Champagne as a single. What about this one? Yeah, I feel like that Hot and Cold is a color I can get anywhere, and I'll just buy Pink Champagne as a single. And so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the ABH Self-Made palette. Let's do this Nubian palette by Juvia's next. Is this a gorgeous palette? Yes. Do I have these shades already? Yes. And because I know, because like warm toned neutrals are like my shtick. It's where I always go to. It's the first thing I reach for. And I know that I have this in other palettes and in like my single eyeshadows. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one. Then I'm gonna do this Kat Von D Monarch palette. I feel like I want to keep this just because Kat Von D and not because I actually like this palette. And that is not a reason to keep an eyeshadow palette. But that's also not stopping me from wanting to keep this eyeshadow palette. Yeah, I don't use this ever. I'm just gonna go ahead and sell it because there's definitely somebody out here who's probably been looking for this since Kat Von D discontinued it. And why should I just let it go to waste in my collection? So I'm gonna go ahead and sell this one. Then we have the Makeup Geek Manny MUA palette. Oh, this red. So first, let me just see if I can like dupe this red in any of my palettes. Ugh, I just really, really love this color. Uh-oh. That didn't sound good. That's fine. No. Ooh, you know what I think would be a great dupe for this? I actually think there's a dupe for this in one of the Juvia's Place palettes. Regardless, I should not keep an eyeshadow palette for just one single shade. If Marlena or Makeup Geek, you know, decide to do Mars as a single, I'll definitely buy it, but I'm not gonna keep this entire eyeshadow palette just for this one color. So I'm going to get rid of this. The Balm Nude Toot, I think, was a similar kind of issue in which I wanted to keep the palette because of this shade. Okay, hello. I wanted to keep the whole palette for this one shade. I'm looking at it right now and I don't know why I thought that this shade was so like unique and like something that I needed to have, because I definitely have that. That's like a Makeup Geek, not Cherry Cola, but what's the other one that they have? Basically, Makeup Geek definitely has a color similar to that I definitely have. So I'm going to get rid of this palette. And then we have the Makeup Addiction Cosmetics. So this isn't even the actual vintage palette. This is a palette that I've kind of created with like shades from all three of their palettes. What I kind of want to do is I kind of want to like pick these 3 shades out of here and put them in my big Z palette for shades for like the large eyeshadows. So I'm actually going to see if I can't find a couple shades that I'm willing to part with and get these in here somewhere. Move those off to the side for a second. Oh wait, no, but I like this color too, didn't I? I think I did. Oh, I do like that color. Okay, you know, I'm just gonna keep this one and not even worry about it. When I make a mountain out of molehill, I'm just gonna keep this eyeshadow palette. Can I tell you how upset this stain makes me? Because it makes me very upset. Anyway, finally, we just have a couple of lipsticks. So this is Lumiere 2 by ColourPop. I'm gonna swatch this. Yeah, no, I'm probably never gonna wear that, so we'll go ahead and sell that one. This is Rooch by ColourPop. Ooh, I love a good kind of deep red like that. So I'm gonna keep this one. Then I have the shade Terracotta by Makeup Monsters. I kind of like it and I kind of hate it at the same time. Do you ever feel like that with colors where like you love and hate it? I don't know. I'm gonna let this one dry and kind of see how it looks dry, and then I'll make my decision. This is the Lonely Planet shade in Copycat. Oh, I love that. I think I like that a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this one. And this is the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Queen Bee. I would keep it just for the name, but we are not doing that any longer. Yeah, I'm never ever gonna wear that shade. That's far too light for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this one away. And we're back to terracotta. So I know myself, and I know that I really don't. Oh, but it's so pretty. I don't really wear kind of orangey shades like this. And I'm probably not gonna start anytime soon. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this one away. And that completes our Declutter series. So I'm just gonna kind of, and also just kind of thought I'd update you guys as I was kind of going through what I had decluttered for my eyeshadow palettes. I made the decision that I would get rid of these 3 palettes as well. So this is the Naked 2 palette. Really, I realized that kind of the shimmers that I really did like, I already had, like Half Baked and Chopper and things like that, I already have as singles. So those are my main reasons for keeping this palette, because otherwise I don't really use it. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. And then the Lorac 3 palette, it's really just, I mean, it's just a neutral palette. You know, like there's nothing special about it. It's fairly light, and while I do like the formula of their eyeshadows, the colors just are so uninspiring, just boring. So I figured I'd get rid of this one. And the original Lorac Pro palette, again, same thing. They're shades that I have, you know, kind of 10 times over my collection, so there really was no need for me to go ahead and keep this one. So those 3 will be added to my Poshmark for sale. Alright, so this is everything that I am giving away. That is 3 boxes full of stuff, and these palettes over here that I just got rid of. So I'd call this a very successful declutter. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this kind of declutter series with me. Give it a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to see more of my videos. And thanks for watching. Bye.